Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dunbar Snack Bar here with another game of MLB 2K12. This, of course, coming out of the franchise that I've been doing with the Detroit Tigers. Last game I lost to the Baltimore Orioles, so in this game against the Phillies, I really want to get the win. Now, the Detroit Tigers really are playing the Phillies today, so I'm keeping on track with playing what's really taking place in the majors, what's going on in spring training. Now, I know whenever I go up against the Phillies, it's not going to be an easy win. They're kind of known for their pitching as well as just having an all-around good team. Fortunately, we're at the bottom of the rotation, so I don't need to worry about going up against a Halladay or a Cliffley. Man, Rollins, what was that? You missed twice. First, you have a hard time picking that ball up, and then you have a hard time getting it over to first with any kind of accuracy. That is not something that you normally see out of Rollins. Anyway, man, if he would have caught that one on the dive, that would have been the best play of MLB 2K12 so far. I don't care if it came from the computer. That would have just been wickedly awesome. All right, so producing offensively here. And then the defense of the Phillies decides to show up and get the double play. So there goes that momentum here. Kind of hoping I could get something early on in the game. Deep hit, Young leisurely jogging over to be able to get that one just so he can dive. Show off for the ladies or for you, the viewers. Hey. No, I'm just kidding. That is my first dive of MLB 2K12, so that's kind of cool. It is interesting to note, though, that I didn't really do that dive. That was actually all the computer. So that's something that has changed here from last game, is that you don't get to do the dive anymore. You kind of lose that excitement. It just happens. I was kind of worried, though, that the computer would have just a whole bunch of diving catches and I would have none, just like it happened in other games, but I don't know. I still feel like that might be the case. Anyway, good hit down the left field line. Goes into the corner. I'm going to go for two. It might be close. It's not. Good slide, though. I'll give him that. Gosh, I'm being really sarcastic for this video. I don't know why. High fly ball. I'm going to go ahead, tag up. I'm going to come home. I'm going to get the run. I'm going to have the lead. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to stop doing this now. I don't know. I might have had too much caffeine, you guys. Seriously, like, I come home from work at midnight, and then I usually stay up till like 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that, just doing these videos for you guys. And then, of course, doing other things too, like just watching TV, hanging out with the wife, stuff like that. Big hit, Young. Maybe doing a wall climb, not really. Just a couple inches away from going over. And I choose to throw it to third. That is a huge expectation to have your right fielder be able to throw it from the wall to third base with any kind of power behind it. Nice leisurely roll just to make it easier for him. But anyway, yeah, so I get home at like midnight, and so I have like a Mountain Dew or something, and I think the Mountain Dew has just finally kicked in, so I apologize, you guys. I've been more sarcastic. I've tried to do more stuff in this video than I normally do, but that's all right. Pitching's a little bit more difficult for me in this game, which you can see since I only have 3 pitches, and really my two-seamer is the only pitch that I can do without the computer kind of figuring out what's going on before I actually go ahead and deliver the pitch. So this is kind of weird, though, because it's like two-seamer, 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 and that's it. So rather than necessarily working, of course, on which pitch I'm going to throw next, I'm going to be working on pitch placement. So with that, works out really well for me. So many times it has ended up being a ball. That time it's a strike. As long as it's a strike, I don't care where it is, I get the strikeout on that, and that's something that has been pretty few and far between here in this game. I think that actually is the first strikeout that I've had all game long. Anyway, what was that? You totally figured he could have just put his glove down in the dirt, picked it up. So I guess the Phillies defense decides not to show up again. Maybe they zoned out. They showed up. Big hit in the left field. That is coming from Young. That is going to be 3 more runs added to the board. And I was surprised that he was the one to get the home run in the game, because my home runs have come from Prince Fielder, of course. His attributes are ridiculous. And also from Miguel Cabrera. Now, Miguel Cabrera is injured, which is why you're not seeing him in this game. You actually won't see him for the next 2 to 4 weeks, supposedly. So that's okay. I mean, he's still going to be back for the regular season. So this will actually help me out, because I really don't get too many chances to play any of the other players on my team. So that'll kind of give me an opportunity. And, I mean, it is spring training, so once April comes around, you know, my wins and losses, they're back at 0 anyway, so I can kind of mess around, except for the fact with my pitching. Like I told you guys in the last video against the Phillies, my bullpen is extremely exhausted. I had to pitch not a perfect game. You don't have to. You'd like to. I had to pitch a complete game with Roy Oswalt just to be able to give my bullpen just a day to rest. And you know what the computer does? They go ahead and they make them even more tired. So I'm kind of thinking I may need to man up and play every single game here just so my bullpen can have a chance to rest, because I'm afraid that when the regular season starts, yeah, spring training was all fine and dandy, but everybody's so exhausted that somebody's going to get hurt. That's why I have not put anybody in last game. I'll not put anybody in this game. Big hit, though, not going over the wall. That one's coming from Prince Fielder. That bounce was a little crazy, but it gives me enough time to be able to bring my runner home and expand my lead even more. So 5-0 now in the 5th inning. A couple of fives right there. Now, this is actually something that's really nice for me to see that my offense is producing, because that was really my issue against the Orioles. I just could not hit the ball for the life of me. A lot of low sliders, and that's my toughest pitch to hit, is that low slider. So, anyway, 5-0 now. All right, so here we are in the 6th inning, 2 outs. Good hit going down the right field line this time. And, yeah, of course, I'm going one. I do like rounding first, though, because sometimes you can have them make a bad throw or something like that. Haven't seen it yet in 2K12. Occasionally saw it in 2K11. So I'll keep doing that. Sometimes I get a little worried, though, because they decide to go ahead and throw it back over to first. And it's a pretty close play. Now, anyway, like I was saying, last game was just not that great at all. So this has been really, really nice, morale-boosting thing for me. I need to work on those low sliders, though, because the way that it comes in, of course, it looks like a fastball, and so I swing ridiculously early. And now that I've told you guys my weakness, I can expect somebody to challenge me to a game of MLB 2K12, and then they throw sliders over and over and over and over again. But usually I don't get a chance to be able to play games online with you guys because, like I said, I get off work at midnight. I'm usually up till 5 o'clock in the morning or something like that playing games, and you guys aren't. So I apologize. I feel bad too, because not only that, but I also have my notifications off. So sometimes when I'm playing, you guys may invite me to a party or something like that. I really don't see it. I apologize. I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you. But anyway, that being said, there's another two-seamer that I get just because of the location, and that is another one I did not expect to be a strike. So many times you see that go as a ball, but I'm okay. All right, 7th inning, still 5-0. Really not too much has happened. Good hit going into center field. Offense still producing. That's good to see that's been happening all game long, because sometimes you have those games where it's just one inning ends up being a really awesome inning, and you get all the runs in that one inning that you need to win the game. So the fact that I've been doing this over multiple innings, now I'll have runners on first and third, may continue to be able to get some more runs, is something that I'm liking right now. All right. So here we go. Prince Fielder getting another hit into right center. This one, of course, not going to the wall, but it'll score one, and I'll have runners right back at first and third. So 6-0 now. Not what I was expecting for this game either. Orioles beat me 3-1. I'm up 7-0 now, or 6-0 now, excuse me, in the 7th. That's what I'm trying to get at. Oh, big lead. Going with the bunt. Pull the catcher away from home. Get the run. Was that kind of weak, you guys? Should I not have done that? Was that rubbing it in, though? Just going with the bunt to get the run. I'm up 6 points anyway. Phillies, though, stringing something together. Good hit. Left center. Jackson throwing it in. 2 outs, though, so the Phillies could put together a good 2-out rally. They don't. It's 8th inning now. All right. Now they're starting to get the hits going. It's not like they were really lacking contact for most of the game. They've been lacking hits in places that allow them to get base hits. I mean, they've made a lot of contact with the ball, but it's just mostly been, on the ground. Kind of something like that, but rather than it going into right field, it goes to one of the infielders, and we're talking about outs. Have been some big hits, but they get caught. So, Phillies, I don't know, they're not doing too hot in this game either. Oh, huge hit. Wall climb. Come on, dude. I guess it's actually going to go off the wall. Jackson getting it, throwing it in. Maybe one run. Look how close they are together. Decides to go back. What is going on? He's just standing there. I run past him. Luckily, I get that out. That was weird. That was weird. Computer, you are so smart. you sure do know how to play baseball. Seriously, who would ever do that in a real-life game? Get so close and then decide to go ahead and run back. I probably could have gotten a double play, though, if I had thrown it to second, maybe, and kind of pinned them both. Jackson with another dive. Or actually, that's his first diving catch. My bad. That one was in right field. 2 outs, though. So here we are in the 9th inning. Sweet catch. Polanco is up next. He could be the last out of the game. In fact, I'm hoping that he is. All right, so 0-2 pitch. Not going to be a strikeout, but it's going to be a high fly ball. Jackson getting a chance to get another fly ball. Doesn't decide to dive this time. I'm okay with that. I get the win, and what a great win that was for me. 7-0, 9 hits out of the Phillies, and they don't get 1 run. That's crazy. You would expect at least 1 or 2 for 9 hits, but in the end, all for naught. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. You'll be seeing another franchise video here pretty soon. You guys know I'm trying to do this on a regular basis. You guys are awesome. You really are. I appreciate every view that I get from you guys and every time you come by the channel, so thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, Tigers fans, or if you're just a fan of baseball or video games in general. I'm on Facebook, Twitter. You can find me there. I'm even on Google+, but just like everybody else, I don't check that either. But again, you guys are awesome. Thanks for putting up with me this video, too. As always, I hope you guys have a good one.